Welcome back to Virtual Stoic. One of the toughest realizations in life is understanding that the only thing standing between where you are now and where you want to be is the decision to take action. It's not about luck, it's not about timing, and it's certainly not just talent. It's about you, right now, deciding that you are worthy of more. This journey isn't about waiting for the perfect moment to come. The Stoics believed in the power of taking control of what you can. Epictetus taught us that while we can't control external events, we always have control over how we respond. And today we're going to talk about one of the most powerful responses you can have, deciding to act as if you are already the best. Let's face it, we all have doubts. That voice inside your head telling you you're not ready or you're not good enough. But what if I told you that you don't have to wait until you feel ready? The truth is, you become the best not by waiting for perfect conditions, but by showing up with the mindset that you already possess everything you need to succeed. The Stoics, like Marcus Aurelius, reminded themselves daily to focus on what they could control and to act virtuously, no matter the circumstances. It's about embracing your power in this moment, even if the path ahead feels uncertain. In today's video, we're diving deep into the mindset that can change the way you approach your goals, challenges, and everyday life. This isn't about pretending to be someone you're not. It's about stepping into the full potential that already exists within you. Stay with us because we're about to explore how acting as if you are the best isn't just a mindset shift, but the key to unlocking everything you've been striving for. If you appreciate what we're doing here at Virtual Stoic, all I ask is that you hit the subscribe button. It's free, and it really helps support the channel. Let's get started. 1. Unlocking your full potential by choosing excellence. The moment you decide to live up to your full potential, that is the moment your life begins to change. It's not about waiting for the right opportunity to knock on your door or hoping that external circumstances will suddenly improve. It's about making a conscious internal choice, one that says, I will show up every single day as the best version of myself. This mindset mirrors the teachings of the Stoics, who believed that our true power lies not in what happens to us, but in how we choose to approach life. As Epictetus wisely said, it's not what happens to you, but how you react to it that matters. Deciding to be the best begins with that very mindset. This is not about striving for perfection, nor is it about being better than anyone else. It's about setting an incredibly high standard for yourself and committing to constant, intentional growth. The Stoics understood this well. Take Marcus Aurelius, for example. He was one of the most powerful emperors in history, yet he continually reminded himself to act with virtue, not for fame or recognition, but simply because it was the right thing to do. For him, every single day was an opportunity to strive for excellence, not in competition with others, but in a personal battle to unlock his own fullest potential. When you decide to be the best, you're not claiming that you'll never make mistakes or avoid challenges. The Stoics made it clear, life is filled with obstacles, but they also believed that these obstacles shape us, making us stronger, wiser, and more resilient. By choosing to be the best, you're deciding to face these challenges head-on and use them as stepping stones to personal growth. This is where real transformation begins. It's not about waiting for the perfect moment to take action. It's about making the choice right now to act with purpose and confidence. From that one decision, everything else begins to fall into place. Your standards rise, your actions align with your goals, and you start to move closer to the person you know you're capable of becoming. That's the true power of deciding to be the best. 2. The true power of acting like you're the best. When I say act as if you are the best, I don't mean walking around with your chest puffed out thinking you're better than everyone else. Quite the opposite. Acting like you're the best is not about belittling others or letting arrogance take over. It's about holding yourself to the highest standard and striving for excellence, not for the applause or validation of the world, but for your personal growth. What I'm talking about is adopting the mindset of someone who has already reached the peak of their potential. Imagine you're a world-class athlete or a master craftsman. There's no arrogance in their confidence. It's a quiet, assured confidence, rooted in years of hard work, discipline, and constant self-improvement. It's the kind of confidence that comes from knowing that you've earned every bit of success through your dedication. Take Marcus Aurelius as an example. As a leader, he didn't view himself as someone perfect or superior to others. Instead, he saw himself as a student of life, constantly striving to improve, act with virtue, and contribute to the greater good. This is the mindset we should all aim for. Acting like you're the best is not about pretending to be infallible or never making mistakes. It's about showing up with the firm belief that you have what it takes to handle whatever life throws your way. This belief shapes your actions and decisions. When you truly believe that you are capable, you carry yourself with confidence, and trust me, people notice. But the Stoics remind us that this confidence is not about what others see. It's about what you know deep within. It's internal. It comes from living in alignment with your values, doing your best in every situation, and striving for growth in every aspect of life. Here's the key difference. Arrogance seeks to elevate you above others, but acting like you're the best is about lifting yourself to your highest potential. It's about striving for excellence while remaining humble and grounded. As the Stoics taught us, this journey isn't about perfection, it's about progress. Always working on yourself, always learning, and always moving forward, no matter what. 3. What if I'm not the best? You might be thinking to yourself, but I'm not the best. I'm nowhere close to being the best. How can I possibly act like I am? And I get it. It's completely understandable to feel like you're not at the top, and it's easy to doubt yourself in those moments. But here's the truth. You don't have to be the best to act like the best. The beauty of this mindset is that it works even if you're not at the top of your game yet. Acting as if you're the best doesn't mean pretending to be something you're not or living in denial. It's about shifting your mindset to unlock your full potential, no matter where you are right now. And that shift begins with how you view yourself. This is where Stoicism comes in. The Stoics believe that we have complete control over our mindset and how we respond to life's challenges. So even if you're not the best right now, you can still choose to carry yourself with confidence, discipline, and purpose, traits that the best individuals exemplify. When you act as if you're the best, something powerful begins to happen. You start to believe it, and when you believe it, you start to become it. This isn't magical thinking or false confidence. It's a proven psychological shift that directly affects your actions and your reality. The Stoics taught us that our beliefs shape our behaviors. So when you act as if you're capable, you become more capable. This creates a self-fulfilling prophecy, an idea that the Stoics were very familiar with. Take a job interview, for example. If you walk in nervous, doubting yourself, and thinking you're not good enough, you're likely going to perform poorly. But if you walk in with the mindset that you are the best person for the job, carrying yourself with confidence, speaking clearly about your skills, and believing in your value, that changes everything. Even if you don't get the job, that mindset shift has already prepared you for the next opportunity. You've practiced confidence, you've built resilience, and most importantly, you've shifted your perception of yourself. And that shift will serve you moving forward. So when you find yourself thinking, I'm not the best, the Stoics would remind you, that's not the point. The point is to act as if you are. By doing so, you elevate yourself and align your actions with the person you want to become. The goal isn't to be perfect, it's to continuously strive for excellence, always improving, just as Stoic philosophy teaches us. 4. The importance of continuous growth. The Stoics firmly believed in the power of continuous growth, and that's exactly what this mindset is all about. Acting as if you're the best doesn't mean you believe you've already reached perfection or that you can stop improving. It's the complete opposite. It's about committing to a life of constant learning, discipline, and refinement. Seneca, the Stoic philosopher, famously said, "As long as you live, keep learning how to live." This profound statement highlights that no matter how good you become, there is always room for growth. The most successful people in any field, whether it's a world-class athletes, successful business people, or wise philosophers, never stop improving. They remain students of life, always seeking to learn, adapt, and evolve. When you act as if you're the best, you're committing to this same process of mastery. You're saying, I'm going to carry myself like the best, and I'm going to put in the work to become the best. This mindset is rooted in humility, not arrogance. The Stoics placed a high value on humility, and Marcus Aurelius, despite being one of the most powerful men in the world, constantly reminded himself to stay grounded and continue improving. For Marcus, his position as an emperor wasn't the end of the road. It was a responsibility to strive for personal excellence every single day. He saw each day as an opportunity to grow, and when you adopt this mindset, you're doing the same. You're striving to be better today than you were yesterday, knowing that growth is a lifelong pursuit. Acting as if you're the best means raising your standards. It means taking full responsibility for your personal development in every area of life. Take your relationships, for example. It's about asking yourself, what would the best version of me do? How would the best partner, the best friend, or the best parent behave? It's not about pretending to be perfect, but about continuously working to improve and showing up as the best version of yourself in every relationship. In your health, it means acting as if you are in the best shape of your life. Think about it. How would you treat your body if you believed you were capable of achieving peak health? What choices would you make when it comes to your diet, exercise, and daily habits? The Stoic path is one of self-discipline, making intentional choices that lead to long-term well-being. It's about focusing on consistent improvement, not seeking instant results, and committing to the lifelong pursuit of excellence. 5. Practice makes reality. When you hear the phrase act as if you're the best, it might feel like pretending at first, and in a way it is. But here's the truth. What you consistently practice becomes your reality. The Stoics understood this concept deeply. Seneca famously said, "We become what we repeatedly do." Excellence, then, is not an act but a habit. This means that the more you practice something, whether it's confidence, discipline, or resilience, the more it becomes a part of who you are. Let's break this down. When you start acting as if you're the best, it might feel unnatural at first. You may think, who am I to carry myself with such confidence? But the beauty of human nature is that we are incredibly adaptable. The Stoics believe that we are shaped by our thoughts and actions. So if you consistently act with confidence, you start to feel more confident. If you make disciplined choices in your life over time, you become more disciplined. It's not about faking it forever. It's about practicing the qualities you want to embody until they become second nature. Think of it like building a muscle. At first, lifting weights feels hard, even uncomfortable. But as you keep practicing, your strength grows. Acting as if you're the best works the same way. Each time you practice it, you reinforce that mindset, and eventually it becomes less of an act and more of a habit. The Stoics understood this process well. Epictetus often reminded his students that we have control over how we respond to the world. By practicing virtuous actions, we align our inner selves with the kind of person we want to become. Let's say you want to become more confident in social situations. At first you might feel awkward, like you're putting on a show. But the more you practice standing tall, speaking clearly, and engaging with others, the more you begin to feel that confidence. Eventually it stops feeling like an act, and you realize you've become more comfortable in these situations. The same goes for any area of life. If you practice making healthy choices over time, you become someone who naturally lives a healthier lifestyle. If you practice managing your finances well, you eventually become financially secure. The Stoic idea of practicing virtue teaches us that we don't have to wait for change to happen. We can create it through our daily actions. The key here is consistency. It's not about doing it once and expecting instant transformation. It's about showing up every day and practicing the qualities that align with your highest potential. Over time, what started as a practice becomes your reality. You become the best version of yourself by repeatedly acting like it. As the Stoics taught us, your actions shape your character, and your character shapes your life. So keep practicing, because your reality is being built by what you do each day. 6. Facing weakness. When we talk about acting as if you're the best, it's easy to assume it means ignoring your flaws or pretending they don't exist. But in reality, it's the opposite. Acting like you're the best means having the courage to face your weaknesses head-on and use them as opportunities for growth. The Stoics were masters at this. They taught that self-awareness and honest reflection are essential for improvement. As Marcus Aurelius wisely said, "You have power over your mind, not outside events. Realize this, and you will find strength." Part of that power comes from understanding where we fall short, not to feel ashamed, but to learn and grow. The best people in any field aren't those who believe they're flawless. They are the ones who understand their shortcomings better than anyone else. But they don't let those shortcomings define them. Instead, they use them as motivation to keep improving. The Stoics believed in embracing challenges and discomfort as part of life's natural course. Epictetus reminded us that the path to mastery requires us to face obstacles with resilience. When we see our weaknesses clearly, we can approach them with a mindset of progress. Think about it. If you ignore your weaknesses, they don't go away. In fact, they tend to grow bigger and more disruptive over time. But if you acknowledge them and take steps to improve, you become stronger. The Stoics didn't see weakness as failure. They saw it as an opportunity to practice virtue, which means striving for excellence. When you face your weaknesses, you're giving yourself the chance to become better, more disciplined, and more capable. This process requires humility. Acting like you're the best doesn't mean you think you're perfect. It means you're committed to continuous growth. You can be confident in your strengths while being fully aware of where you need to improve. The Stoics, especially Seneca, often wrote about the importance of learning from every experience, even failures. Seneca believed that failure and setbacks are often our greatest teachers. They reveal where we need to grow and push us to develop the skills or mindset we might lack. The key is to see your weaknesses not as something to be ashamed of, but as a natural part of your development. By facing them with honesty and a desire to improve, you take control of your growth. This is where true strength lies, in the ability to confront what's holding you back and work to overcome it. The Stoic approach is to view life's challenges, including your shortcomings, as fuel for becoming a better, more resilient person. When you act as if you're the best, you're not pretending to be perfect. Instead, you're showing that you have the strength to face your weaknesses, learn from them, and grow into the person you aspire to be. This mindset will carry you forward, just as it did for the Stoics who embraced their flaws, learned from them, and continued on their path toward excellence. 7. Elevating those around you. When you act as if you're the best, it's not just about improving your own life, it's about raising the bar for everyone around you. The Stoics believed in the concept of sympathy, the idea that we are all interconnected and that our actions impact the whole. When you strive for excellence, you naturally inspire others to do the same. Your confidence, discipline, and commitment to growth elevate those around you, whether it's in your family, friendships, or workplace. Think about how it feels to be around someone who carries themselves with purpose and clarity. Their energy is contagious. They don't need to say a word. Their actions and presence show others what's possible. This is how you can influence others, by leading through example. When you act as if you're the best, you become a source of inspiration for those who might be struggling with self-doubt or uncertainty. You show them that it's possible to rise above challenges by adopting the right mindset and staying focused on what truly matters. The Stoics were not concerned with competition in the way we often think of it today. They believed in helping others achieve virtue and wisdom. When you raise your standards and strive for excellence, you're not just lifting yourself. You're creating an environment where those around you feel encouraged to rise with you. Acting as if you're the best means embodying qualities that others respect and want to emulate. By doing this, you not only improve your own life but also contribute to the growth and success of the people in your circle. It creates a ripple effect of positive change, just as the Stoics would have intended. 8. How to handle failure. Failure is something we all face, and the Stoics understood this deeply. They taught that failure is not something to be feared but rather an inevitable part of life's journey. Marcus Aurelius famously said, "The impediment to action advances action. What stands in the way becomes the way." In other words, failure is not the opposite of success, it's part of the path toward it. When you act as if you're the best, it doesn't mean you believe you'll never fail. It means you approach failure with resilience, knowing that every setback is an opportunity to learn and grow. The Stoics believed in focusing on what you can control. You can't always control the outcome, but you can control how you respond to failure. Instead of seeing failure as a personal defeat, see it as feedback, a lesson on what didn't work and how you can improve. Epictetus reminded his students that we should accept failure as part of life and use it to build our character. Failure isn't a reason to give up. It's a reason to keep going with more knowledge and experience. When you face failure with the Stoic mindset, you stop seeing it as something to avoid. Instead, you embrace it as a chance to practice perseverance and adaptability. The best people in any field, whether in business, sports, or philosophy, aren't those who never fail, but those who know how to bounce back stronger each time. As the Stoics taught, our true strength comes from how we rise after we fall. So the next time you fail, remember that it's not the end of the story. It's a crucial step on your journey to greatness. Acting as if you're the best isn't a one-time thing, it's a daily practice. The Stoics believed in the importance of consistent, deliberate action. Marcus Aurelius, in his Meditations, urged himself to approach each day with purpose and intention. He wrote, "When you arise in the morning, think of what a precious privilege it is to be alive, to breathe, to think, to enjoy, to love." This practice of showing up every day with a commitment to excellence is how you move closer to becoming the best version of yourself. The beauty of this mindset is that you don't need to wait until you feel ready. The Stoics knew that waiting for the perfect moment often leads to inaction. Instead, they taught us to start where we are with what we have. You don't need to be perfect. You need to be consistent. By acting as if you're the best each day, you're practicing the qualities that will eventually define you. Over time, what started as a conscious effort becomes part of your character. Remember, this isn't about arrogance or pretending to be something you're not. It's about aligning your actions with your potential and striving for excellence in everything you do, whether it's in your work, your relationships, or your personal growth. Acting as if you're the best helps you raise your standards and live with purpose. As the Stoics taught, we control our actions, and through our actions we shape our lives. So make this mindset a daily practice. Every morning ask yourself, how would the best version of me approach this day? With that question guiding you, you'll find yourself consistently moving toward the life you're capable of living, one action at a time. Thank you for joining me on this journey of growth and self-improvement. Remember, the Stoic path isn't about perfection. It's about continuous progress and striving to be the best version of yourself. If you found this video helpful, don't forget to hit that subscribe button and turn on notifications so you never miss an update. Keep working towards your potential, stay grounded, and keep practicing the Stoic mindset. I'll see you in the next video. Stay strong.